Looked like you guys were in full pads today. Is that the first time?
It was. Played a lot of football, which is always fun. You know, you do all the individual stuff and walkthroughs and all that crud you got to do to make sure you got fundamentals. But you know, we know what we would love to do. We love to play the game, and you get better by playing the game. And that was really good. And we came out of there healthy. So whenever you can, you know, basically scrimmage that long with that much good on good and come out healthy, it's just such a blessing, right? And I've had those years where it just doesn't happen, and some years they just stay healthy, right? And it hasn't happened for me yet here. We've had our share of that, but so far today we got through unscathed.
Jeff Joe Evans was a guy we talked about a lot coming into the fall. What have you seen from him now that he's gotten on the field for you a bit?
He's a large human with heavy hands. Has a great attitude, a beautiful smile. That's been a great addition to our locker room. I'll be forever grateful for Kendrick Jackson for helping him send him my way. Thank you, KJ.
Do you see him fitting in more at a nose position, or is he more of an end for you guys on the line the way you have it set up?
Wherever he wants to go play. He's smart. You know, he can play multiple positions. He doesn't care if he goes the ones, the twos. The other day he liked Brandon so much that he wanted Brandon to go first. I mean, he's just a really good kid, and you can't have enough of those guys around.
Jeff, that defensive line group, you have a little bit of depth there. How many guys do you think in those interior three you think we'll see play?
You know, we've played as many as 10 or 11 here before, and I could see us doing that as much as we can. It just depends on how many of them are healthy. And, but yeah, we want to let them play. And if they put it on video, they can play, we'll play them. And they know that about me. I tell them that. I want them to be fresh. I don't want them out there if they're tired. So we've got literally 12 guys that we think we can put in the game. Obviously, by the time you get to the season, they get nicked up. You'll be lucky if you've got 7, 8, or 9 of them that can really go.
How are you looking with the cornerback group? Are you cycling through guys on your first team, or is it kind of starting to settle out?
No, they're competing their tails off. I mean, Xavier Spencer's really coming on. It's amazing what great competition does. And DeJuan's coming on, really. And Nick and Tony have been great additions as well. Alpha's playing his tail off. We just keep forgetting to speak about Corey because Corey's such a mainstay, but you don't ever want to forget about Corey as well.
We asked about DeJuan last week, and you mentioned some of the adversity that he's overcome in his life. Kind of, what are some of the things you're referring to there, and what does that say about him?
Well, you know, he lives in New Orleans, so it's hard for him to get home and get back. I mean, he's got a large family, and you know, he's just a kid that's come a long ways. I remember taking him. His birthday's in May. It was my first year here, and I asked him what his favorite food. I said, "You're in New Orleans. I know you love seafood." And he's like, "Yeah, I've never had lobster though." I said, "You've never had lobster?" And he said, "No, never had lobster." I said, "All right, man." I said, "Well, let's go to get you a lobster, man." So you know me, I'm from East Texas, so we got a Red Lobster, right? So big time meal, and we had lobster, and I mean he had just a great smile on his face, and he's just a good, humble kid that's come a long ways. And he's the kind of kid that people want to root for, and yeah, I think he's speaking to y'all today. And he's straight from New Orleans now. I mean, my son's talking more and more like the boot down there. So he has a distinct dialect that we love to want.
You got any questions we should ask him?
Ask him about his first lobster experience at Coach Traylor at Red Lobster. I want to know what he thought about me all those years ago.
A couple of the guys have mentioned him as him standing out so far in camp. Is this the opportunity for him to start
if the
contributing?
ball's near him, he's picking it. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, he had an interception today. If it's near him, it's going the other way. I mean, he can make some amazing catches out there, and once he gets it, he's pretty dynamic. So I'm really proud of him. Yeah, he's got that talent. He always has. That's never been the issue. He's just, Coach Brown's done a great job of reaching him in his soul. And he's not perfect, none of us are, but man, he's a much better version of himself than when we got here.
What do you make of the tight end position at this point in the year?
Really, really pleased. You know, we knew what we had in Dan and Gavin and obviously Oscar, but we're really really, really pleased with Cam Cooper. Hayes Cameron, Houston Thomas is really playing well. And today, Corey made some good plays. So that's a room we always want to be good at. We want to be able to, block at that position and catch and run. And it's pretty hard to find those people.
What happened with Peter Gray? I think we were expecting him back. Did he have a role on your staff at some point? Did I see that right?
He had the medical, and he's now coaching. He wanted to coach. So his brother's a coach, and Peter's doing a great job with us, working with our O-line. And really excited about Peter's career. Very smart. You can see where he can be a coach and be very successful. Not that you gotta be smart to be a coach, because I've already proven that wrong, right?
Jeff, when do you guys get into Houston? Is it too early to start thinking about that?
We're watching them, peeking them, but we're still working on us. We're still trying to get third down install and 4-minute and 2-minute, all those situations that later on in the year, and you're not going to have enough time to really do it. And, a big deal for me, it's not like I invented this, begin with the end in mind. We know what we're going to do, so let's go ahead and practice it now so those kids can at least get a dose of it in the install. So we're still installing. So it's really hard to install because just think about it. That means we had to have our defense running Houston's defense. And we're an odd, and they're a 4 down. So how much of that do you want to give up right now? And to me, it's better to go good on good and just get good and not really worry about all the stuff that Houston's doing. So, but we're watching them. We're not working on them yet. Thank y'all, man.
Thanks.